Okay, here we're going to be talking about Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette, the original. Let's just get into it. So, I have the notes here for once with me. The notes are bergamot and pepper in the top, lavender, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, and geranium in the middle notes, and the base notes are ambroxan, cedar, and labdanum. So, I will say this. As soon as you smell this, the first things that you do smell, yes, is a citrusy opening with a heavy synthetic pepper smell. Not a bad synthetic, but it is actually a quite pleasant synthetic pepper smell. As this stuff dries down, you do pick up some of that lavender and patchouli that is in this, and it smells real good. And obviously, once it gets down to the final state of the dry down, the ambroxan shines through like nothing else. Very powerful scent. I mean, for an eau de toilette, this is probably the most projecting regular Sauvage. Obviously, Sauvage Elixir is in a league of its own. So yeah, let me just tell you what I think about this. I think this is a great fragrance, and comparing this to my last video talking about Dylan Blue, this one is better. However, this obviously, everybody knows this fragrance. Whether you're really into fragrances or not, everybody knows this. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I think it is a little bit overplayed. So maybe if you want to be a little bit more unique, you're not being unique if you're wearing blue fragrance, to be honest, at all. But if you want to be a little bit more unique, wear Dylan Blue over this. However, this does smell better. I'm not going to lie to you. However, it does smell synthetic, so you can smell that a little bit of imitation type peppers, what it smells like. And it still smells great though. It lasts pretty long, I think maybe 8 hours, depending on your skin type and how hot it is. So about 8 hours longevity. It projects pretty well. I mean, for about maybe 2 hours, pretty far, maybe two hour. No, sorry, not 2 hours. Maybe 2 feet of projection, and the obviously sillage on this is pretty decent as well. Better than Dylan Blue, so it is a better. Overall, I think this is a better blue fragrance than Dylan Blue. Is it the best blue fragrance? Absolutely not. If you want to consider in the Bleu de Chanel's, or if you want to say, some people say Sauvage Elixir is a blue fragrance. If you want to consider Sauvage Elixir as a blue fragrance, that is the best blue fragrance that I personally have smelled. But if you're not including that one, the Bleu de Chanel's are better than the Dior Sauvages. Personally, this is not my favorite concentration of the regular Sauvage. The Eau de Parfum is. So yeah, that's my breakdown. If you want a peppery, slightly citrus and ambroxan smelling cologne that will be mass appealing and that nobody will really tell you smell bad, except for a very select few people, pick this. If you want to be a little bit more outgoing, not outgoing, I guess a little bit more unique is what I'd say, then pick Dylan Blue. But obviously, if you want to be unique, don't wear a blue fragrance at all. Most of them are overplayed. They're always being talked about. So, is this outdated? Is it overplayed? Yes, in 2022, this is overplayed and outdated. I would recommend you get the Sauvage Elixir if you want to wear this DNA. I will have a video on this later, sooner or later. I'm not sure when, but it is just, man, it's way better. Not even a comparison. But yeah, so yeah, Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette, better than Dylan Blue, but not the best blue fragrance. All right, so that was the video. If you want to or if you want to check out any of my other content, I will link the Dylan Blue video to this video. That way you can go check out my comparison to this, and you can make an educated guess if you want to pick up any of them. All right.